In a world full of distractions, temptation is an ever-present battle. But for those called to a higher purpose, this struggle can be particularly intense. It's not just about human weakness, but a spiritual battle that often goes unnoticed. We'll dive into 5 reasons why those who are chosen by God secretly struggle with lust, and how they can overcome this challenge. Reason number 1: spiritual sensitivity amplifies temptation. The first reason lies in the unique sensitivity that many chosen ones possess. These individuals often have a heightened awareness of the spiritual realm. They can sense the presence of both divine guidance and the enemy's tactics. But this spiritual sensitivity doesn't only make them more attuned to God's voice. It also makes them more vulnerable to temptation. Because they are so in tune with the spiritual world, the enemy uses lust as a powerful tool to distract and weaken them. The more aware you are of spiritual matters, the stronger the pull of temptation becomes. It's like a battle between light and darkness, and lust becomes one of the most common weapons used. Reason number 2: isolation creates hidden battles. Another reason that chosen ones face struggles with lust is the isolation that often accompanies their calling. Walking a unique path can sometimes lead to periods of loneliness, where there is no one around to hold them accountable. While solitude can be a blessing, it can also be dangerous. Without strong spiritual connections or accountability, the battle with lust becomes an internal, private struggle. It's easy for temptation to creep in unnoticed, and when there's no one to confide in, it becomes harder to overcome. Reason number 3: a higher calling attracts stronger attacks. The third reason chosen ones struggle with lust is the nature of their calling. The greater the calling, the greater the warfare they face. Those with significant roles to play in God's plan often find themselves under constant spiritual attack. Lust is used by the enemy as an ongoing snare to distract, deplete, and distance chosen ones from God. This battle is relentless, and even the most powerful spiritual leaders have fallen victim to it. The enemy knows that the greater your calling, the stronger your resistance. Reason number 4: emotional wounds create open doors. The more intense the attacks, many chosen ones carry emotional wounds from their past. These wounds, whether from rejection, abandonment, or betrayal, create deep scars that may never fully heal. And it's these wounds that the enemy uses as entry points. The enemy offers lust as a false comfort, promising to fill the void left by unhealed emotional wounds. For many, lust becomes a coping mechanism to deal with feelings of loneliness or hurt. But it's important to understand that this is a deceptive solution, one that will only lead to more pain and separation from God. Reason number 5: strong spiritual gifts meet weak flesh. We come to the paradox that many chosen ones face. They are blessed with powerful spiritual gifts, but their flesh is weak. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is frail. This means that even the most gifted individuals struggle with temptation, especially when they neglect their spiritual disciplines. Spiritual gifts require constant nurturing through prayer, fasting, and the renewal of the mind. Without these practices, the battle against lust becomes even more intense. But take heart, victory is possible. Chosen ones can overcome the struggle with lust by engaging in spiritual discipline, seeking accountability from others, and addressing any emotional wounds that have opened the door to temptation. God's power is always greater than the enemy. No matter how intense the battle, you are not alone. With God's strength, you can break free from the chains of temptation and walk in the fullness of your calling. Thank you for watching. If this video spoke to you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more spiritual encouragement and insight. Keep walking in your purpose, and remember, God's power is greater than any struggle.